like every 3 a.m., 4 a.m., for fun, I just decided to flip upside down all of the chairs in our kitchen. That flat. I also got to know lots of different cultures. 3 of the people I live with didn't speak English. And one of my favorite stories was how I think I've told this before. He was from Hong Kong. And he didn't speak much. No, he wasn't. I think he was just from China. He didn't speak much English. And the only reason I remembered is because a lot of people in Hong Kong do speak English, I believe. So he couldn't have been. This was a long time ago. I don't entirely remember. But I remember just hearing thumping coming from the kitchen. It was like 8 a.m. And I was like, my room was right next to the kitchen. I could just hear this like, doom, doom, like just constantly going in the kitchen. And I thought something bad was happening. So like, I got my dressing gown on and I was like fucking on edge. I was like, what's going on? And I go in and there's like 30 people in the kitchen, all very quiet. None of them were talking. And they were making a lobster dinner at 8 in the morning. And I walked in and he was like tenderizing. I think he was, no, he was killing the lobster by hitting it. I remember that didn't seem right. I think that's not a cultural thing. That's not how you kill lobsters. But he was just beating this lobster with like a pin, like a rolling pin. And I just walked in and they were all just quietly sat there cooking. And it was just so many of them. And they gave me some food and it was very nice. But I remember thinking, you definitely shouldn't be beating a lobster with a rolling pin. There's definitely humane ways of killing lobsters. Oh, poor lobster, man. Poor lobster. They gave me some food though, and it was very, very nice. And I sat with them, and I couldn't speak a word to them, but they would look at me and give me a thumbs up and say good, and I went. Oh, there was also the time I flipped all the chairs. I was a bit of a rapscallion, chap. I was a little bit of a rapscallion in this flat, and at night, at about like every 3 a.m., 4 a.m., for fun, I just decided to flip upside down all of the chairs in our kitchen. I did it. And then the group chat suddenly lit up with one of the people who was awful. I won't say who they were, but they say in the group chat, "Who's been flipping all of the chairs?" And I don't respond. I think I was asleep. But someone else in the group chat then goes, bear in mind there's like 8 of us. Someone else in the group chat then goes, "I don't know. Why?" And then they go, "I've just had to flip all of the chairs over." There's like 5 chairs, by the way. "I've just had to flip all the chairs the right way up again. And I won't do it again." And then the other person was like, "Okay." And they were like, "Fess up, who did this?" And I didn't respond. I just left it quiet. An hour passes and they say, "Come on, don't make me get in touch with the landlord." So I just come forward in the chat. I come forward and I write out like this really over the top heartfelt message. I'm like, "Guys, I've got a confession to make. In the early hours of about 3:21 in the morning, on January 21st, 2016, I, William Gold, walked around the kitchen, flipping each chair onto its top. I apologize profusely for my actions. I made a great mistake this day, and I shan't do it again." And then they called me. They called me, and I got shouted at. I got shouted at over the phone by this person for flipping all the chairs upside down. And this was pre-COVID. They were like, "It's so unhygienic. It's so unhygienic." And I think my response was, "Love, you put your ass there. You put your ass on that shit. What do you mean it's unhygienic? What are you fucking eating off the chairs? Get off it. Get off it. You're full of shit." I started clapping back at them. I was like, "You're full of shit. Get over yourself." It's 3 in the morning. I was bored. Jesus Christ.